Okay, hello, Lisbeth. Welcome back. Hello, everybody. We are back. I did indeed have a glorious nap. Felt so much better for it. And then I was just sitting around and pottering and doing things. Then I was like, crud, it's 7. This is when I said I'd be live again. So yeah. So just need a few minutes to get a couple things sorted, but we are indeed live again, and we are carrying on with the release day party, and going to keep the colouring pages. Longfork, kia ora, kia ora. Welcome in. Alright, check that that's all going. Looks like everything's good. I did indeed kind of rush to get everything back together because, again, I was just literally sitting there and then like, oh, I said I'll be live now. I may need to look at lighting, but we'll figure that part out later. So we are back with the colouring page. So for those that weren't here earlier, today is an exciting day because I released 2 colouring pages today. These are colouring pages that we've been working on in stream. So I released 2 of them, and we started colouring this one earlier. Let me just move my pencil so I can close this and get the other ones. So I need to do the thingy. That's what I haven't done. I knew there was something. I didn't even open up my bot. That might help. It's looking amazing. Thank you, Lisbeth. Thank you. Why did I just... I don't know. Obviously still half asleep from my nap. I did open my bot. It's right there. Wow. Good job, Amy. Amy be tired. Can you guess? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I definitely needed to take that break and have my little nap. Oh. Come on. Where's my bot on Discord? Not Discord. Good Lord. Twitch. Why aren't you sitting on Twitch? You're on. It's also not picking up the chat for my Twitch. Interesting. Okay. What's going on here? It says it's connected. Okay, that's fun. I'm just going to turn the bot on and off again because that sort of thing usually works. We're also going to go to... Sorry, my chat box just decided to break because, you know, good times. Refresh chat. Alright, you're back on. That's definitely the command because it brought it up on YouTube. There we go. Just need a little refresh. It's just a little tired too. I don't know, chat. Exciting start to the stream. So yeah, as I was saying before I had to deal with technical problems, it's colouring page release day. So there are 2 pages that have been released. Leaf Rider and then Treetop Treats. So we started colouring Leaf Rider, and we did a little bit of Treetop Treats while I had the colours out for the children. But we've done this here. It is a fantasy magical world, so we're going a little bit cuckoo with the colours, but I kind of dig that. And so that command that I brought up with the Ko-fi link is where you can actually download the pages for free. I also just realized I didn't do any of my socials. I'm doing well, team. I'm doing well. Oh, I promise I did have a good nap and I was feeling more functional. But obviously not. Okay. Alright. Oh, itchy. So, we started off, we had done a little bit of work on a couple of the rocks here, and then I basically was like, whoa, I'm crashing. I think I need to go to bed. And so I went to bed. It was wonderful. It was exactly what I needed. It was lovely. I had a good nap. But now I'm back. So, I've used a little bit of Pablo and Polychromos. And we started shading the rocks. So we're going to carry on with that and do our blue rocks, because you see the difference between down here to the unshaded rocks. There's quite a bit of a difference, so this is a little bit of shading, but it does make a difference, and it does make our rocks look more rock-like. Yeah, I hope you're going well. I'm curious to see if anybody has downloaded and started work on the colouring page. Now it's been nighttime for a few peeps. I need to remember to work more at an angle so you can all see what I'm actually doing. So yeah, I'm debating if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Like, I do have things to do tomorrow. I do have to do some housework, and you know, I desperately need to do some washing. So yeah, there's a few things around the house to do. We'll see how the body allows. It's also the last day of the great glutening and the no painkillers, because Monday is test day, and oh my god, I am so excited that tomorrow is my last day of gluten. Like, unbelievably excited. Just a bit gimmicky. It's fine. Right. think maybe about there. We only have these rocks here and then the cliff base, so yeah, should be good. So got our blue rocks. I thought the blue would be a nice contrast to the pink. Part of me is still tempted to do like a version of this where I color it normally, if that makes sense. But again, I do have multiple copies because, you know, PDF file, you can do that. But I thought it might be neat to do one where it's like half being colored in and use that for a shop for the Ko-fi, like a shop listing page where I half color it. So that one I could do like more traditional colors. But then if I start it, I'm going to want to finish it. Won't matter that it's like specifically for a photo. My brain will be like, finish the page. Oh, it turned out really good. So I just saw a finished page and I was like, damn, that's cool. Okay. I have no idea where Shadow is at the moment, by the way. He's just disappeared. I don't know if I'm going to get any more page updates tonight from the kids. Because I know it's their bedtime soon, so they had a big day, so they're probably already in bed. So I may get a page update tomorrow. I hope so. It depends if they colour some more, of course. I also just realized that I should really be filming a completed pages video tomorrow. Because tomorrow's the 1st. I should really actually be doing my journal wrap up. There's really not a lot. I mean, I did a bunch during the charity stream, so I actually do have completed pages, but yeah, I actually didn't do a lot this month. Roslyn, hello, hello. This page is looking amazing. Thank you. Well, it's live. You can get a copy. Yeah. I took a nap and I feel much better having taken a nap. I think I'm still playing catch up on sleep after this crazy week, so yeah. How are you going today, Rosalind? Oh, speaking of, guess who's just jumped behind me? It's the star of the show. How many times have we discussed you sitting on colouring pages? What's the matter? Have you not got food? Is this a problem? I haven't actually fed you yet, and it is 7:30, so I should probably feed him. Just prepping for the next 4 nights of night shift? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just remembered I haven't actually fed him. I'll just quickly message Mum and see. Did you feed him? Just real. I haven't yet. I could go out to the lounge and go and ask her in person, but hey, we have devices. Oh, not hanging around me. Okay, I'm so sorry. He's just popped up because he wants food. That's why he's here. So I'm going to go and feed him dinner because it's 7:30 p.m. And so I should put some food down for him. So sorry to go live and then kind of disappear within 20 minutes, but that's what he's here for. So come on, Your Highness. Ugh. Oh, yeah. His Highness was very hungry. It's on me. I totally forgot to feed him. He's been in the bush, so he found somewhere cool to go and hang out. It doesn't help when I forget to feed the cat. Again, my brain is tired. It's been a week. sorry about that. It should be the last interruption. He's enjoying his dinner tonight because when I was going through the freezer I found some very old rotisserie chicken leftovers that we froze. But they've been in there too long and they're a little freezer burnt, so we're not going to eat them. So I pulled them out to defrost. And Shadow's having chicken for dinner, and so he's loving it right now, so he's absolutely tucking into his dinner. Right. It's amazing how just a little bit of black and a little bit of light blue and suddenly there's so much more alive. Yeah, I hope we're all doing well out there. I'm very much looking forward to actually doing some more drawing. Like, I'm really excited to do some more. Yeah, I think I'll actually not stream tomorrow. I think I'll have a day where I'm not streaming. I can film completed pages. I can do the housework because, oh my god, there's so much to do. But then I can also just spend the day drawing for me, or, you know, I can just potter. I think I just need a pottering day, so yeah. It's been nice to have the last couple of days and get back into routine, but I think tomorrow I need a me day. So as much as I love streaming for y'all on Sundays, we'll take a self day. But in all honesty, I'm probably gonna draw. Alright, starting on our cliff face. I dropped the Ko-fi link as well and a couple of Discords that I'm involved in, and be like, hey, I did a thing. I kind of think the thing's cool. Go and get the thing, enjoy. So yeah, a few of them aren't colouring Discords though, so hopefully it will maybe get a few new people inspired to start colouring. Cassie, hello. How are you going, lovely? Good to see you again. We've made a bit of progress. My fingers smell like chicken now because I fed the cat. Yeah, we've done. I'm so happy with the Rainbow River. There's a reason why we say in Smalt we trust, because the Rainbow River is everything. So yeah, I'm starting to do like texture on the rocks. So that's our first lot of pencil work. We will be pulling out glitters and gel pens and stuff a little bit later too, but we're just starting with the rocks. Starting with our blue rocks. The river looks amazing. Yes, well, as we were told, what was it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's rainbow. It's the best thing ever. I swear I'm going to turn it into a soundbite. Oh, I gotta turn my volume up.
So absolutely cold. It's the best. It's rainbow. It's the best.
I just love that. I just love that. Imagine coming home to find the stream you were lurking in has ended, but also started again. You know, I just knew, Vi. I just knew. OMG, too cute, right? Alright. That is from Papaya. Nibbling inspired papaya. Actual nibbling, not the nibbling that inspired papaya. You know what I mean, y'all. But hi, Vi. Welcome back in. We did indeed stop. I went and had a nap, and then I came back. I've just gone live again. And I already had to take a break because I realised that Shadow came to annoy us, and it was because I hadn't fed him. So I had to go and feed Shadow. But yeah, we've just started on some pencil work. So I've just started doing some rock stuff, and we're going to start adding in some detail and hopefully get through it so that we can glitter the Rainbow River. Because you know we're glittering this Rainbow River. It's the best! I know. I'm going to turn it into a soundbite. I need some reason to use a soundbite. It cracks me up so much. And I'm like, this child is undoubtedly related to me. Totally fair. I took a nap, then I went to a meetup, and now I'm home. Well, welcome back. Hope everything went good. And if you need a nice, relaxing night, well, there's some freshly dropped colouring pages you can go and download for free off the Ko-fi. You can go have a night of colouring. You can also go and give a night of colouring to the kids. Because I also gave a night of colouring to the kids. And I have full permission to share these, and I freaking love them as well. Those same nibblings have also been colouring the colouring pages as well. So they are colouring the Treetop Treats page, which is a treat shop in a tree. And so we have we don't press the right buttons. There it is. So this is Peels. So Peel has coloured the important things, aka Peel, the shopkeeper, Papaya, Shadow, and the owl, but also the food that Peel would probably get in this situation, such as the potato chips, the fruit, the lollipop, and the soda. Which, it's like, it's very Peel. So yeah, that's Peel. And then Papaya has been working hard. And so yeah, we took the colours that Papaya has done for their outfit and also did it for ours as well. So our Papaya is also wearing a yellow top, a red skirt, and green pants. It's like that Mean Girls quote, you know, I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I brought army pants and flip-flops. Oh, there's a quote I don't think I'd be needing to say tonight. The priorities are correct. Exactly. He knows what's important to him. I love that movie. I have not watched the remake, and I don't intend to watch the remake because I've heard the remake is awful. Or just, honestly, it didn't need a remake. It didn't need a remake. It was perfect as is. So yeah, we've gone live again, to do a bit more work because it is the end of the month and I should have, you know, I would love to say I'd finish this in a day. I don't know if I'll finish this. I mean, I'm not expecting to do like really complicated shading, but it would be nice if I could finish it, because then it could also go in completed pages, and then maybe I actually have a couple more completed pages. But also, it's okay if it doesn't. I've heard the latest is good, but it is a new version based on the musical, which is based back on the original book. Okay. I've heard the musical's actually good, so yeah. I heard the musical was good, but the actual movie based on the musical was bad, so. Maybe one day for a laugh. It's like why I watch Cats, because I went into it just expecting to laugh. And I did. Me and my cousin had a great time watching Cats, but we went in with the expectation to just go in and expect a terrible movie. And we did. And it was great. So yeah, my hope is, because honestly, like, I've been watching the Ko-fi all day and just seeing how many y'all are downloading the pages and stuff like that, and it's warming my heart so much. I can't wait until somebody actually finishes it and colours it. But it's also really making me feel inspired to get on and colour some, like, create some more. So yeah, I'm thinking what I am going to try and do is integrate a bit of drawing each month and aim to do one completed spread in some form at least, but ideally a few more. And then at the end of the month, just what I've completed, we drop. So yeah, the next one that we started on stream was our massive underwater one, but I also have some that are like started already, so I might work on those off stream, and yeah, we'll see. But I really would like to keep this up. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, maybe one day it'll even be an official book. Before anyone goes, oh, but if you're releasing them for free, people won't buy it as a book. Well, first off, I think some people still would, but also I would put exclusives in the book, and there'll be other things that would go into the book as well, like the actual story that goes along with it. So be a little bit more. I would, yeah, I would too. I can see it. So yeah, but I think it's great to I'd still want to drop the pages free on the Ko-fi. Yeah, because also, like, I don't do this stuff for money. I do it for the love of it. So oh my goodness. George, or is it George? Holla? I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering all this and I feel bad. You don't pronounce the H, do you? Is it Ola? I'm really bad with words, but kia ora. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're going well today. You're almost done? Thanks, Laura. I've still got a while to go. I've basically just done all the flat colours. We've just started doing, like, the shading on the rocks. So, we've just done all the flat colours. Although the water is basically done. I don't think I'm going to do much more to the water except a little bit of shading. Maybe a little bit of reflex. And a whole lot of glitter. But how are you going? Welcome in. I just need to come back into these because I've gone a bit hard in some areas with the white. We need some texture. These are rocks. Do, 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 do. Mm-mm. 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 My body is still refusing to get out of bed, but we will get there. Hope you had a wonderful time. I was asleep. I did. I had we got a lot of work done, and then I also decided I needed a nap. So I stopped stream for a few hours. And went and had a nap, had a rest, made some dinner, ate said dinner, and then was busy hanging out on another stream and just chatting away, and then went, whoops, it's 7 o'clock, and this is when I said I'd go back live again. So then I just scrambled. But luckily all the settings were still the same. I just had to press buttons. It's like, we're good. So yeah, it was good. I definitely needed to take that couple hours break to get refreshed and have a good breakaway. And then we went live, and Shadow immediately started coming up here and clawing at me, and I was like, oh, you're extra clingy. And then I realized it was 7:30 and I hadn't fed him dinner, so we had to pause for 20 minutes into stream so I could go feed a cat. I didn't mean to. I didn't really forget him. He actually has been outside, so he only had just come back in to annoy us, so. But at least he knew he had to come to me and not Mum. All the self-cares, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a self-care weekend with not only the way the week has been with Mum being hospitalised and now discharged. She's back home. She's good now, but it was a scary week. But then also this weekend is the last weekend of my gluten test, and I'm not allowed painkillers this weekend because of the tests I've got to do on Monday, because I'm doing more than just gluten tests. But yeah, so yeah, a little rough today. Doing all right. I did time it so it would be right around where I took my injection, so at least I'd have my injection to try and help. But yeah. Can't wait till Monday till the test is done and we're free. Tomorrow's the last day I have to eat a ton of gluten, folks, and oh boy am I excited. I am excited to not have to have bread for a long time. Right. There's our rocks. See, it's just a little bit of black and then a little bit of a light blue, but it's just added so much dimension to the rocks. Yeah. yeah, no, tomorrow's definitely. I was half debating if I stream again tomorrow, but genuinely, I think I just need to have like a me day and just pot around. And, you know, if I want to do a little bit of drawing, do a bit of drawing. If I just legit want to sleep all day, sleep all day. But I also need to do some housework and some dishes and washing and catch up on a few of those things as well. You all know how it goes. So, yeah, I think tomorrow just needs to be a home day. Okay. It's going. Actually, you know what I think we need? First off, I need my pencil case to stay back. We need one of the harmonious colours, like we need one of these dusty grey purple colours. I think Brassica might actually be the colour I'm after. It is. So I want to do a little bit more definitions of these trees. And some that are a bit more faded in the background here. So this sort of smoky grey from the Castle Arts Harmonious set with their smoky purple greys. Perfect match. Okay. Purple trees themselves. I'm going to work upside down for a minute because it's just a bit easier when you're at the top here. It's just a little easier to work upside down sometimes. So, same idea. We're going to use a little bit of polychromos, just add in a bit more shading. Also going to pull out purple. And then, not as white as I want. We might use a little bit of the blue again here, unless Prismacolor can save me here. Yeah, I think we want the grade lavender. All the pencil brands. This is why it's hard to do color along sometimes, because sometimes I choose a pencil not necessarily on its specific color, but more on its opacity or its texture. Because for the highlights, I want it to be opaque. I want to see more sharp highlights, so Pablos and Prismas work a bit better there. And then for the shadows, I want it to be a little bit transparent, so the colors are still coming through. So that's where Polychromos and the Castle Arts. Got to put on brushing. Oh, good. That's why it's quite handy to sometimes talk about these things. Oh, gosh. My throat's actually hurting a little bit. That's not great. I'm going to just take that as we're a bit run down. Nothing more. So yeah, what are we working on out there? If we're working on stuff, if we're just chilling and relaxing and doing what we need to do, also valid. I'm still so tired. I'll get up now and we'll be in and out for a while I get ready. Oh, good. Sometimes it's just so hard to wake up too. Right, I need to stop playing with my teeth because they're hurting tonight and I can't take painkillers. Okay, let's not go too crazy with the dark. Because we can always darken, but it's hard to lighten. And it's fun to add a lot of texture to trees, but yeah. Also, I think the light is kind of blowing out the colour there a little bit. Let's just take that way away. And then it also won't hurt my eyes. Ooh, pardon me. Do. Just realised that might be also why things feel weird. That's not in the right position. Sorry, everything's kind of out of place because it's all been out of place for the drawing streams. out. Now we have some trees with texture. Yay! Oh, that wrist strap of the watch is irritating me tonight. Right, part of me knows I should work on the grass, but once I start on the grass, there's a lot of grass, and I don't know if I can be bothered to start on the grass. I'm not sure, we've used similar purples for the trees as I use for the vines, so let's go down here. Let's think logically. Let's work color-wise, not top to bottom. Let's work color-wise. We've got this out, and in fact we've got the blues out, so we can also do the whistle strap. Work logically, and then I don't have to repull colours. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've been sneezing all day. Oh. I hate when it's one of those sneezes. It feels like it's rearranging your insides. Woof. Alright, let's do the blue leaves. Oh, yeah. Sneezy, sneezy, sneezy. Sorry, I keep meaning not to sniffle, and then my nose is like itchy. So I wiggle my nose and end up sniffing. Yes, washing chicken. It seems like a few of you'll have your washing in the machine, so washing reminder if needed. Ooh. Apparently, I've decided to do all the blues, which is fine. Okay. And then the last blue thing is caterpillar. Mm, mm, mm. Do, 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 do. Right, I think that's a little bit of white highlight. Let's move that all together under the sign. And just keep our highlighter edge on this side. You can also cover up the paint pen that went a little rogue there. And a little bit of a lighter edge, which helps clean up, blend together. And I just hope it doesn't rain again because all the washing is on the line. Oof. I hate when that happens. It's like you've just gone to all the effort. It's like, well, I guess you're staying out for 4 days and getting a rain wash. Alright. Caterpillar. Okay. Well, we ended up randomly doing all the light blue too, but that's okay. Let's pull out some green. Yeah. Do. I hope you are all doing well out there. If you are colouring, I hope it's going well. I hope you don't do what I just did and colour over the lines. But luckily in pencil, so it's easy removal. Do. I don't even know if you can see. I think the camera might be blowing out the light a little bit. Maybe I'll bring you in a bit. Whoop. Pencil just broke. It's fine. Well, just managed to completely change the eye style. Messing up the eyes really badly. Need to just walk away. They're so tiny, it doesn't really matter. Might have to actually do something about those eyes. I don't know. She kind of looks possessed now, which I don't mind in a mermaid in a way, but not really what I had in mind. Then again, it's so small. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't even really see it. Pages are printed. I can't believe it's real. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, Cassie. I can't wait to see what beauty you create. And that doesn't, like, don't take that as pressure, because no matter what people colour, it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to be so excited just to see people colouring something I've drawn. Like, yeah. Just having a look at what's around me so I don't have to get up. So I've well and truly messed up the mermaid's eyes, but that's okay. We'll just cover her in glitter. If in doubt, glitter it out. Okay. I feel like I got food stuck in my teeth or something. Glitter, 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 glitter. Can't go wrong with a bit of glitter. You're back with cake and hot chocolate? Oh my gosh, it sounds amazing. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you, Laura. There we go. My bad. I moved myself off frame without even realizing. It happens from time to time. Always let me know if I'm doing it, because I might not even realize. It's not intentional. It isn't out, but we are bouncing around a little bit. Trialing out different areas. Love the caterpillar, so cute. Thank you. Pretty pleased with how he turned out. Now I do want to go over the text, but I need gel pens or something, and I haven't got any of those around me. And I'm too lazy to get up right now, so I'll go over those later. That's why I was looking for the mermaid's eyes, like something on the mermaid's eyes, but all my paint pens and gel pens are like, not right here. It's like, I'll get up and get them later. When I need a stretch break, I'll get up and get the gel pens. The colours now be on the TV. I can see everything so much better than on phone. Or it's a little blown out potentially because of the lighting right now. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of colour. Definitely colourful. Oh, but I love it. I mean, it's a rainbow fantasy land. It's a fantasy land, you know. So why can't it be rainbow? Colourful. And when we add the glitter, it's just going to bring everything together. Now we've got a pink out. Let's add a little bit of pink to our caterpillar's cheeks. Just a little bit. So cool, I never would have thought of doing it like this. Well, I can't take credit for the Rainbow River because that was all smoke. Because I was like, I kind of want to do the grass pink and the trees purple, but then like, what color do I do for the water? Smelt's like, what about rainbow? And Smelt we trust. Yep, pretty much that, Cassie. That's what I said, and Smelt we trust. There's a reason, it's a rule. Alright, so we also have some pink down here. And our little fishies. And then to tone down the blue of the purple, we go over the purple of the brown. Can't decide how I want to color it now. Well, the great thing about a PDF is that you can print it again. Yeah. You also can't color it wrong. Like, you know, yes, this is shadow, papaya, and peel, but it doesn't mean that, you know, shadow has to be black. Shadow can be whatever you want. Papaya and peel, whatever you want. The land, whatever you want. I think it's going to look just as great if it's a, you know, green grass, blue sky, or, you know, completely different vibes that someone else comes up with. I don't think you can go wrong. Yeah, I'm not going to begrudge anyone if, like, Shadow's not coloured as a black cat. It's fine. It's your version of Shadow. I'm just going to be like, oh my god, you coloured the page. No, oh my god, you didn't colour Shadow, the specific shade of black. Realize I should have used this color on the fishies and this, because that is also the same as this part, but that's okay. Oh yeah, these are bright pink of the fairy too. I think we'll do these flowers actually. There'll still be a black kitty for me because I can't see him any other way now. That's also valid. It's not the right color. That's okay. Mix it up. Yeah, I'm excited to see how people interpret it. That's all I hope, is I just hope that someone does colour it and I get to see it and I'll be like, and then I'll share it everywhere because I'll be just like, oh my god, someone colour the page, someone colour the page, someone colour the page. So, yeah. I'm so happy to have it out. I did do a little bit of a community post on YouTube, and I did talk a little bit there about why it's like such a thing for me. It's not just the fact that it's like, oh, I did this thing and it's released and it's out, because it is cool. It's like, hey, I did this. But it's also the journey to get there, and like the overcoming the mental block for it with my hands and stuff like that, and having y'all come in and go, oh my god, I'm so excited to color it, and seeing all the support and just seeing how much it's already been downloaded today, seeing how many y'all have got in the page and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it means a lot. So I'm really excited to hopefully see somebody color it all the way, and yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at. It's cool. People are sharing around the posts and stuff. Whoops. That wasn't meant to clip that. Lolo! Hello. Welcome in. It was lovely to watch you kind of fall in love with drawing green. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of mental work that was done in it, and yeah, I'm just really happy the pages are out. Reno Gaming Fix right now, correction and listing your colouring pages. Thank you. They're available for free on my Ko-fi. Pinned link, also exclamation free, should bring it up. But yeah, we've been working pretty hard to design them on the stream and then release them today, and yeah, just lots of love being received on them. They were a thank you and a challenge. I did a charity stream, and for reaching both 500 and 1,000 pounds raised, I committed to designing and releasing the 2 colouring pages by the end of the month, and today is the last day of the month, so I did get them released in time, and so we've spent all day colouring them. So we are working on one that's called Leaf Rider. The story of the colouring book is basically I was looking after my nibblings, aka niece and nephew, and they asked me what happens when Shadow the cat jumps over the fence and goes to the bottom garden, and me being a dungeon master for tabletop roleplay games immediately came up with a story of a magical world at the bottom of the garden that Shadow goes and visits. And then one day I wasn't feeling particularly great, and I was thinking about that story, and I was like, that would make a cute colouring book. And then suddenly I got ideas. So yeah, it's been something that in my head, and then in my sketchbooks I concepted out things. I've had a spreadsheet of like the pages and stuff, and then I didn't do anything with it because I have a hand injury, and I was very self-conscious about the fact that when I draw now, it's not my realism that I used to do pre-injury. And so I didn't do it. And then when we did the charity stream, I was like, I really want to do this, because I was setting challenges for every 100 pounds raised. And I was like, you know what? For 500 and 1,000 pounds, this would be a challenge, but I think I need that challenge to do it. I need to be pushed to do this. And I think the community would be supportive in it, which they have been. The community's been amazing. And yeah, in turn, because we've done all that, I've kind of found my love of colouring again. Yes, it's not the realism that I used to do, but I really like the cartoony fun that we've had. So yeah, these Leaf Rider, as you can see, follows the whole book follows the 2 kids, Papaya and Peel, which are inspired by my nibblings, as they follow Shadow the cat into this magical world. So obviously here they're in the magical world and they're racing leaves down a river, aka boats. The sign for the caterpillar says boats for hire. And they're being cheered on by like the animals of the world, including a little Psyduck nod there. So Shadow is like petrified but winning, and then Peel and Papaya are having fun. And then the other page that we have done that was released today. Sorry, I've got stuff everywhere at the moment, so it's a bit chaotic around here. The other page is Treetop Treats, which is this one here. So in this one, I kind of imagine the trees are like giant malls or apartment buildings. So you can climb up them and go visit lots of things. So they're visiting a shop in a tree called Treetop Treats, which is like a candy store. So Papaya has like, you know, a big bar of chocolate, and Peel has a cookie and a lollipop, and then the shopkeeper's like, you call that a lollipop? Here you go. And then on the next tier below, a ladybug and a moth are having a good gossip after their shopping. Well, Shadow says hello to an owl in the tree. Yeah. And the size, like I'm colouring them at A3, which is how I drew them, but they do work really well A4 size, which is what I imagine most people are going to colour them as. Ignore the ink spot, the printer had a boo-boo. So yeah, they do work A4 size. They're also sized 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17 as well. They just have some extra space top and bottom because of international paper sizes. But yeah, it's all my Ko-fi. It'll say pay what you want, but literally just chuck $0 in there. And yeah, get yourself some free colouring pages and colour in, and then post them and show me. Of course you're Dungeon Master. Of course I am. There's the 8.5 by 11 is my shindig. Yeah. Yeah, so the rest of the world, we use A3, A4. That is international paper sizing. But Amerigrains, 8.5 by 11. So that's why I was like, well, I'll do both sizings. It's my first time, obviously, releasing colouring pages, so I'm still figuring out a few things and stuff like that, but hey, it's free, you know, you can't... It seems to be working. People are printing them off. Yeah, there's been no issues with the printing so far, so I take that as a win. I've had no emails to go, your file's not working. So, yeah, so far we're good. So we're working on the roasting page. Oh, and the other thing is, because of course my nibblings are the ones, nibblings is a term for my niece and nephew, but the nibblings are the ones that inspired this whole thing to begin with. So of course they got the first copies. And I have their versions that they've started colouring too. So little Peel, this is Peel's version. So Peel is not in school yet, so you know, just impress this colour on the page. But also what's impressive is Peel is obviously focused on the important things to colour. So Peel has coloured themselves, and the bird shopkeeper giving them a giant lollipop, which they were very pleased about when I showed them this page, and they were like, that's a big lollipop. I was like, yes it is. And then they've coloured Papaya eating a giant chocolate bar, and they've coloured Shadow and the owl. But then in the shop, the things that they've coloured, the potato chips, the fruit, the lollipops, and the soda, which is the things Peel would go for as well. I'm like, Peel's focused on their priorities. It's like, good on them. So yeah, that's Peel's gorgeous page so far. Could be doing more to it, I don't know. And then Papaya has been hard at work, as you can see, working on the page and doing a glorious job. So we took our outfit colours from Papaya's page. So the green tights, the red skirt, and the yellow top, because that's the colours Papaya chose. So those are the colours we did. And they apparently chose the colours of a kingfisher. So these are specific because they sent me a video message and asked me what bird it was actually meant to be, because they've coloured it as a kingfisher. And I was like, that's fine. It's gorgeous. It can be whatever bird you want it to be. So now it's a kingfisher. And yeah, the little ladybug down here and the owl, and I've done a really good job. So yeah, my heart is just so proud of that. That just made my day. Made my day so much. I have no idea what the bird it is, but it's cool. I think there's like an Australian parrot or something I did. When I did it, because I did it live on stream, so I could go and watch a VOD. Like, there was a bird that I did look up, but I did say specifically while drawing it, I'm just taking inspiration from the shape of this bird, but colour it whatever bird you want. Yeah, it's not meant to be that bird. It was just, oh, this is like, it was a good shape to reference. So I liked the shape of it. But I think I kind of like did the wings differently and stuff too. So, you know, just and color it your own way. You know, it's the same thing I've been saying all along. Like, yeah, this is meant to be Shadow the cat, and Shadow is a black and white cat, a black cat with a little white heart, white spot. But it's also your version of Shadow, so you color Shadow however you want to color Shadow. It's your version of Papaya and Peel, because Papaya and Peel are inspired by my nibblings, but they're not my nibblings. So colour them however you want. For me, it looks like a magpie. Ah, well, you can colour it as a magpie. I will decide when I get there and what colours I have around it, and then I'll look up bird that is these colours and see if I can find something that works. If not, I'll just make it up. Because again, a magical fantasy fairyland. Yeah, this is the Garden Glen. There's also the Rainbow Cloudland, which is in the sky. There's also a big lake that hosts an octopus and mermaids. That's why up the top there was a little mermaid too. I think it was inspired by a lorikeet. That sounds right, Laura. That sounds right. A lorikeet sounds right. Yeah, again, I could go look at the VOD, but you don't have to colour it as a lorikeet. It's just, I like the shape of it, so it's like, cool, your work. So I can get something that looks vaguely bird-like. I'm glad you've got a memory, Laura. I ain't. It's my own page and I don't remember. Again, if it was important to me, I'd remember, but it's not. It's not a specific bird. But yeah, if you want to colour it as a lorikeet, absolutely do that. Double Laura in the chat. Okay, I want you, and ideally not bump my camera, but it'll happen. When did you have your last self-care break? That's a good question. I am probably due one. What are we at? 1:45. I stopped at 20 minutes in because the cat needed feeding. So, yes, I am probably well and truly due one. I will just do this bit of the flower while I've got these 2 pencils here, and then this section's done and we can move on. So, yeah, it's extra important tonight, so I do very much appreciate it. I'm not allowed to take my pain meds for the rest of the weekend because of a test that I've got to do on Monday. And I'm also a little bit extra inflamed because gluten to do also with the tests on Monday. So, yeah, so I do appreciate the check-in because it's also very easy to get fully integrated into what you're colouring, and then suddenly it's been an hour and you have not moved, and then it's crack, 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 crack. So, appreciate it. Oh, and I need to close the window because the clicky bugs are coming in. Come here. They're like little pieces of popcorn. These weird little beetles. Absolutely harmless. I just realised I was using the wrong colour around here, so whoops, I tired. It's fine, we can fix it up. I just have a little bit of cleanup, but it's not a lot. Hard cleanup, and if it was too bad, I'd just grab an orange pencil. Okay. Okay. Ooh, stretchy stretch. Ooh. Oh, yeah. We definitely needed a stretch. Woo. Alright, that's shut. Bit of lighting. Bit of cool here. Oh. Love a good stretch. Definitely feel a bit better with a good stretch. I feel like I got food stuck in my teeth. Probably do. Thanks, Rosalind. You do unfortunately lose a bit of the details in the camera. Like it's a little bit... Colour's not quite right because I changed all the colour for the drawing, and so I've got to figure out what I got to fix up to get my colouring colours back. But I'm just going to go over some areas with a bit of orange and smooth things out, and then it'll be all good. Mm-hmm. And a little fairy casting a shadow. So I do need a little bit of dark pink on the face. And then if I can do just the littlest pink cheek. Just a little bit. You won't even see it. It's just one of those tiny details, but I know it's there. That's what makes me happy. Like, I know the mermaid's eyes are there and they look horrendous, but they'll look better when I get gel pens. Trust the process, Abby. Right, we've got some flowers up here. I love the ducklings, they're so cute. Yeah, the ducklings make me very happy, especially a little side duck nod. There's a few things in here, like the little things that just make me happy, like the little fae on the flower, the little sign saying boats for hire, the little ducklings. Very, very cute. Okay. I think with a yellow gel pen to make those centers light yellow so they match a bit more over there, it will look a little better. Right. A little cattail things. Excuse me. Definitely starting to feel ready for bed. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, helps if I bring you down a little bit. Okay. Mm. Alright, we basically have left a bunch of characters, the leaves, and the river, so I think I need to figure out what I'm doing with these leaves. I need more purples. I think we're actually going to have to do more of the harmonious set, just so I have some variety in purples. There's those two, and then maybe a white and a little bit of black. The shading. Thank God for the harmonious set. Okay. Yeah, giant purple leaves. Now we can really make clear that Peel's leaf is actually like a little boat, while Papaya is doing it as a surfboard. Peel is in a boat. I suppose Shadow is a paddleboard, really? Safety fish, you know? Need to stop playing with my teeth. It's just going to make them hurt more, and I can't take painkillers tonight. I thought before colouring would be a good idea, but now I'm in a food coma and want to go back to bed. Oh no. Oh, I've been there too. I mean, it was a sensible idea because we love a bit of self-care, but yeah, food coma. Food coma is no joke. We are still working away on just adding depth to a lot of the details. Right now, working on purple leaves. Just bringing our boat leaves / surfboard / paddleboard to life. That doesn't help. No wonder it feels like I'm having to work really high up today. See, I got Shadow's leaf, and then I got all the big leaves at the back here. And that's all the purple done. Surely you framed this one. I just want to say a huge thank you to the anonymous person who sent me the Harmonious pencils too, because, oh my goodness, we very much needed them tonight. Because we needed more purples, and we needed grey smoky purples, so we'd not be able to do these leaves without the Harmonious pencils. Probably could have worked like several layers of greys and purples together, but it's certainly much easier when you can just grab one pencil. Yeah, very, very nice. Very grateful. Because it's one, like, I'm pretty happy with my Pablo's Prismas and Polys, right? Like, the three of them together, they cover pretty much all my colouring needs. But the Harmonious was the one set I was like, I would make an exception for. Because I don't like to get, like, pencils unless I can get them open stock and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, the Harmonious, because of the colours in it, like, they're such unique colours. It's like, it would make a really good additional set, and it fills in some of the gaps that my three core sets have. So that's why I'm very, very grateful for the Harmonious set. And it's, again, I've proved it tonight, like, it really is a good additional set, because there's just so many colours in there you just don't have in other sets that are those smoky grey toned colours, those grey muted tones. So it just expands the sets that you've already got, which is what I look for in a pencil now, because again, I've got my core sets and I'm happy with them, and I don't really need to diversify from there. So it's like, I'm only interested in pencils if it expands my set. So I don't have the full set of Pablos. I don't necessarily need the whole set of Pablos, but the I like to get, like, especially the pale colours, because they work well as highlighters between the Pablos and the Prismas, Polys and Prismas. Hello, Jenna. Hello, hello. You really know how to draw? Thank you. This is actually a colouring page that I have designed and released for free. Today's actually the day that we released these colouring pages, so welcome in. Perfect timing. So this is one of two that we have released, and it follows. But basically, I was looking after my niece and nephew, okay, the Nibblings, and they asked me what happens when Shadow the cat goes into the bottom garden. And so, me being me in a DM for tabletop roleplay games, I made up a story of what happens when Shadow goes into the bottom garden. And then I was like, that would make a really cute colouring book. And so we drew it. So yeah, this is Papaya and Peel racing giant leaves down a river. Would you also write the book? I will eventually. Right now it's just 2 colouring pages. It's more just a story in my head at the moment, but one day, I'll write a little story to go with it. Probably when we release the entire colouring book one day. We're talking very long term. I've just only released the first 2 pages today. So, we've got a long way to go, because it takes a while to draw the pages. But yeah, since it's release day, I thought it would be fun to colour one of my own pages today. And that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'm just working on a bunch of perfect Purple leaves. What other things do you stream? Art. 99% of the time it is art. I'm usually working in adult colouring books. So if I'm not colouring my line up, I'm usually colouring other people's line art. Yeah. I am a colorist. When are you next going to stream? My next set stream is Friday about 7 PM New Zealand time. So it's sort of like Thursday midnight, I think, for most people. New Zealand's quite far in the future. So yeah. Otherwise, I'm also live on YouTube. I dual stream, and there's a whole bunch of odds and stuff on YouTube. So if you are desperate for more content, but yeah, I've had a change in work schedule. So right now we're just trialing Friday nights, and then sometimes I've been doing weekend streams later. Lately, we'll see how they go. But yeah, tomorrow is Sunday for me, but I very much need tomorrow off to do some self-care, so yeah, no streams tomorrow. Yes, I do technically have a Discord. It's not particularly active, but you're welcome to join. !Discord will bring that up for you. I have just got the summons from Mother because Shadow the cat is being a pain, so I need to go and get Shadow the cat and get him away from Mum, which is probably a good thing because I also need to have a bit of a stretch. So I'm going to put you guys on the break screen for a couple of minutes while I go and get Shadow, and then we will be right back. Do, 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 do. go. Oi. Alright. Alright, we should be back. And here he is. You wanted a bit more food, so we got a bit more food. Come on, Your Highness. Up you come. Shadow! Shadow is here. Never fear. We have a cat. We have a very zoomed in cat. Alright, you've already had way too many, but... Sure. We'll just... I'll just give you some more. Alright, that's all clear. So now if Mum sends me a message again, because he's annoying here, that's fine. Fluff, I just finished cutting out the fabric of the bodice. Now YouTube work? Heck yeah, go by. All good, Gina. I'll have a look later. I tend to not be too active on Discord. So, but I'll try and remember to check it out later. I get very overwhelmed with social media, so yeah. We just keep things very chill. My hands smell like chicken because we've had leftover rotisserie chicken that was been in the freezer too long, so I've been shredding some of it up and feeding it to him for a treat. So he's having a great time because he's getting like all this chicken at the moment. But I had to shred some more up and now my hands smell like rotisserie chicken, even though I washed my hands. Alright, now you need to find somewhere to settle because I'm not having you draw all over the colouring pages. Last night you did manage to go to sleep and at least let me work on the colouring pages for a while. Alright, you're right there. I can't work if you're right there. Don't give me that look. Something I can do. You have to find somewhere that works. Now begins the nightly argument with the cat. No time for colouring, only pets. No, you're not drinking the paint water. Now he's all sulky. It's like, but he loves his paint water. Alright, I'll give you some scratches. Yeah, and there's the draw. You happy? Can I colour? No, you must serve me. Oh, look at you. He's starting to get like a little white spot at the top of his head, like he's lost a patch of his fur colour. Because he's getting old. Right. You, mister, we need to find somewhere to put you so I can do some work. Do you think you'll sit behind me? You're just gonna sit right there? Well, maybe we can work around you. Maybe. Without you drooling on the page. It'd be really nice if you didn't drool on the page. Watch him get peeved off because I'm using pencils instead of patting him. He's like, me? Now he's standing right in front of the camera, so I can't even colour around him. Like, we'll just do that. Do, 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 do. And yes. It's like now I'm trying to rub his head against my pencil. You're a troublemaker. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I give you a head to butt against. Will you leave my pencil to be free? Shadow says, you've been working too hard. It's time for a break now, please. I just had a break to go and get him. Because he was annoying Mum. Because he wanted more food. And then he had more food. And then he had far too many treats. Now he's like... He's probably actually here because he's like, why aren't you in bed? That's actually probably what's going on. So he probably wants to send me to bed. Because then he gets to go to bed. Even though he can go to bed without me. Hello, hello. Hello, lovely. Oh my god, Shadow. Not right now. Not on the page. You're going to crease it. Hi, everybody. Sorry, we deal with a temperamental cat here that technically rules the stream. If you are not already following Katie on Twitch, where have you been? Katie is a delight. It is the most chill, lovely, wonderful, wholesome place to go watch some very, very cozy video games. There are mushroom hats and fairy costumes, and it's adorable. And if you follow, you get songs on a banjo, and it's so sweet. And it's a good time. So go follow Katie. For anyone that is new and joining us, kia ora, my name is Amy. This is Shadow. I am a colorist based in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and you're joining us on quite the day because today we actually released 2 coloring pages. I did a charity stream earlier in the month for the World Cancer Research Fund, and I said once we hit 500 and 1,000 pounds raised, I would design and release some coloring pages. And I said I would do it by the end of the month, and today, at least at the moment here in New Zealand, it's the 28th, it's the last day of the month, and we release them today. And so if I can get His Royal Highness to move here... Oh, don't claw me. Or better yet, go on the seat behind me, eh? Go on the seat. Maybe. So we have been working away. So the colouring pages follow this lovely cat Shadow and 2 little kids called Papaya and Peel as they head into a magical world at the bottom of the garden. You're going on the ground for a while. Yeah. And so, yeah. And in this magical world, all sorts of things can happen. Like you can ride giant leaves down a river. Sorry, I have a cat here in my mouth. The problem is a mermaid watch is on, and the caterpillar is hiring out the boats for hire. We have little duckies, and yes, that is meant to look like a Psyduck. Little fishies, and then you can see Papaya and Peel, and a little fairy on the side here, watching. Shadow is of course winning the race as the vine's being held. Where are you going? You should not be going back there, Shadow. Oh my god. He's in troublesome mode tonight. he's been in a funny mode. And then after their big day of playing, they go and climb the tree malls, because I feel like the trees are giant malls or apartment buildings. And so here they're visiting Treetop Treats, a little candy shop, and getting some goodies. And a level below, there's a ladybug and a moth chatting after all their shops. And then Shadow is saying hi to a little owl there. So yeah, those are the 2 pages we designed on stream and that I drew out. And basically if you go !free or !Ko-fi or go to the pinned link above, you'll get taken to my Ko-fi page, and you absolutely can go and get those pages for free. So yeah, colour them. Show me what you coloured. I'd love to see what you've coloured. I'm really excited with them, and I've got them printed the original size I drew them here, which is A3, but they do also print up quite nicely smaller, so A4. The pack also comes with an 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17 size as well, so you can do A4, A3, letter or tabloid, I think is the names. No, it's good with the American sizing, but yeah. Ayensa, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but hello, kia ora. Hi, nice to meet you too. So yeah, so anyone that has raided in, if you need to do a raid in Fade or a raid in self-care, especially you, Katie, now that you've finished streaming for the night, absolutely, please do. We're a pretty low-key chill stream here. We tend to keep things very on the calm side. I have a number of people that have me up to sleep, so I don't know if that's your vibe. But yeah, I'm up for a few people to sleep at the moment. And yeah, we just pot around. I colour, we chat, we try to keep things as a wholesome, glittery bubble of safety on the internet, because that's what I look for on the internet. So yeah, and we get disturbed by Shadow the cat quite frequently. So yeah, if you got any questions, if you ever wanted to try colouring, you don't know where to begin, just want to say hi, yeah, feel free. We're pretty chill here. So right now I've done a alcohol marker base for most of this and a bit of watercolour for the river, and now I'm just using some pencils to add some dimension to each of the leaves. You can say see ya. I've always nicknames. Feel free to add them. I'm collecting. Ayencia. I will do my absolute best. Please feel free to keep correcting me if I am mispronouncing your name. This goes for anyone in general. I struggle with basic words. I struggle with my own names at times. I word good. Especially when I'm tired, and I'm very tired this week because my mum got hospitalized this week, and it was pretty freaking serious. She's back home now. She's been discharged. She's good. I followed my gut, and I was very smart to do so. Yeah, if you've ever had to deal with sepsis before, yeah, it moves fast, but I listened to my gut. I guilt tripped her into going to ED, and because we did that, we got it early and she avoided the ICU. So she's back home now, but I've spent 3 days running between the hospital and home and dealing with a cat going absolutely nuts because mum's not here. Which is also why he's going nuts tonight, because mum's back and it's been a normal day, and he's been filled up on chicken, which is like crack for him. So he's going nuts right now. There is a more technical pronunciation, but the pronunciation always given is happy to know is if you can say it however you want, as long as you know it's me, it's not rude. Perfect. I mean, we have a little rainbow pencil mascot here on the channel. I have water somewhere. Yeah, we call him, he's called Wardart. Actually, I know how I can bring him up, because I still have secret emotes. So, yeah, Wardart was named because it's a pencil, rainbow pencil, but the amount of times that my name has been misread as Anime Wardarts, even with the capitalization, Anime Wardarts. So I just now, I'm like, that's fine. Yeah, I also have a number of like certificates and stuff from when I was a child that say Annie instead of Amy, because people read the M as two N's, so I'm very used to Annie as well. And again, I don't mind, I do correct, but I do genuinely try my best with names because it's also important, and I like to try and call people by the names that they've chosen to go by, because that's important too. Names are a sign of respect and a sign of like your personal power and your individuality, so it is important to acknowledge and say them as correctly as we can. That being said, I do genuinely struggle with English at times. I struggle with words. I try to introduce Tadeo as much as I can into my streams, and I also struggle with Tadeo, but again, I'm doing my best. Tadeo Māori is the Indigenous people of New Zealand, so again, that's why it's like kia ora, you know, trying to introduce at least some basic Tadeo as well. I want to know what sound to make you get your attention properly. Yeah. I'm glad the sepsis was thwarted. Me too. Yeah. It's the speed that it happened. Like, literally, Mum woke up and said, you know, I feel odd. I'm going back to bed. I feel tired and I just feel odd. I'm probably coming down with something. And then 4 hours later, I was like, Mum, I can tell you're struggling to catch your breath. 4 hours. And then by the time we got up to hospital, her temperature was 40.7 Celsius. Her oxygen levels were 87%. And her heart and blood pressure was like through the roof. She was right on the front. Like, I have never been to ED and not even had a chance to sit down. We skipped triage. We skipped everything. We went straight through. It was like, holy shit, because even I didn't realize how bad it was. So yeah, so the only reason I'm talking about it is to say, you know, if you suspect something's wrong, go and check it out. And if you suspect sepsis, go and get it checked out, because hours, literal hours. Yeah. But yeah, she's fine. We were lucky. We caught it early. She didn't need ICU. Yeah. So very, very, very lucky. Yeah. Right. Happier things. It reminded me of a meme about an elephant and having a sound for these bees here. Let's leave immediately. And someone else, well, humans don't have that sound. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are certain things and certain sounds that sometimes when you say, like, you can just kind of like, you just know, like, the sort of like, huh. You know, how do you write that? That's H-U-H, but that could also be huh or huh. And they're all different. Because inflection and tone definitely is pulling a lot of the work there, which is kind of fascinating. You've officially started the page. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see. You know what I should do? I should do we should do like a big collab stream where you all are colouring the page if you're scared about colouring the page. Because Katie was saying before about colouring the page. And it's like, we could do a big collab stream with a bunch of us all being live at once, and you all can be colouring the page. And then if you're like scared to colour properly, yeah. Oh my god, yes. Yeah? Alright. I'll try to remember to put us all into a Discord little message group. Should have Vi too, because I know Vi was... Though, I know Vi's also flat out. Wonder if I could rope Ruby into it too. Okay, should get back to working. I'll be lurking. You're so cool. I got distracted. Oh, well, I'm glad to have distracted you. But yes, please do the works. But we'll be here. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurk cookie. I've heard they're delicious. Do 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 do. Pull me in, even if I colour digitally, I'll still come and cause chaos. Heck yeah. Okay. I forgot to say have fun with the art. So have fun with the art. I will. I will. Thank you so much for being here. And also thank you for the people that followed before too. We have anonymous follows here. I forgot to say that. I get flustered and raids sometimes. And for all my YouTube friends as well who are there and like, what's a raid? A raid is when a streamer finishes their stream and then brings their community over to hang out in another stream. So that's what happened. Katie finished streaming and then brought all their friends over here. And it's a delightful way to keep the party rolling. Yeah. Right, so I have to remember, I should write it down because I know my brain right now, and my brain is not going to remember anything I don't write down. Cassie, Katie, Vi. Make a group. See if we can figure out a time that actually works, even if it's just like a whole day and people pop in and out as available. Good. Time zone. Ruby, thank you. Yeah, Ruby's pretty flat tack at the moment with everything, but if I can get them, and then of course I could also message PB and Small, we can make this a full party, you know? We can really go for it. All the cool peeps. Just downloaded the Treetop Streets ones? Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm excited for you. You're welcome to download both or neither or just one. I am curious. I haven't counted up if there's like one that people are leaning towards yet. Because there are some people who have only downloaded one, and most people have downloaded both, but there are some people that have only downloaded one. So yeah, I'll be interested to look at the data and see if there's one that's more popular than the other one. I know that the Nibblings did immediately start on the Treetop Treats ones because it had all the candy. Katie, did I show before? Did I show the Nibblings versions? So the Nibblings that Papaya and Peel, that these characters are inspired by, they've been colouring them too. Did I show that? I can't remember if I've showed that. No, let me see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's everything. It makes me so happy. So, this one here is Peel. This is little Peel. So they are not even in school yet. But very impressed that there's colour on the page. But what I also realised when I look at it, Peel has coloured the important things. So Peel has coloured themselves and the bird that is giving them candy. And then they've coloured Papaya, their sister. And they've coloured Shadow and the owl. And then on the shelf, the things that they've coloured here are the things that Peel would actually grab, which is the potato chips, the fruit, the lollipops, and a can of soda. Because when Peel comes to Nana's, the first thing that's grabbed, potato chips. I was like, yep, priorities. Priorities. Like, they get a lollipop from me, they get potato chips from Nana, they get fizzy water, so fizzy, or they get water, but yeah, they will also go for lemonade if lemonade's available, and then after that they get fruit. So yeah. was like, yep, priorities. There's the reason why I also drew him with a lollipop and cookies. Cookies is another thing he likes, but he probably didn't click that these are cookie bags because they look different than the cookie jar. If I drew in a cookie jar, he probably would have coloured that too. But yeah, it just cracked me up when I realised that the things that he had coloured were the things that he would actually grab from the cupboard. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And then Papaya's version is this glorious page here. So Papaya's having a good time. Of course, Papaya has been drawn with a massive block of chocolate, which is what Papaya would go for. Hands down every time. Has to be plain chocolate. But chocolate, definitely a chocolate kid. And then I've coloured in down here. I love their little ladybug. Their ladybug is so cute. So yeah. So it's a great page to keep kids entertained too, apparently. So yeah, if you've got littlies in your life that might enjoy colouring. I love it. It makes me so happy. Like, and when I sent through a picture of what I'm working on, because of course I'm not seeing them at the moment, but I've been sending through little videos and stuff like that. So I sent them through a picture of this, and I got back, I think, one of my favourite phrases. And if I ever get sound alerts back on the channel, I am going to clip this into a soundbite. Alright, I'll just check my volumes up.
Absolutely cool. It's the best. It's the best.
That kid is so related to me. It gets better every time. It's everything. It's just the reaction to Rainbow. It's like, this kid is so related to me. The over the top, it's the best, it's Rainbow. It's like, yeah, that's me in the shop. It just makes me, it's just every time it's great. So I need to like clip that into a soundbite. I need that as a soundbite for something, not that. I almost would be tempted to figure out this bot stuff just so I could turn that into a soundbite. It's the best. It's the best. So yeah, if in doubt of what to colour, Rainbow. It's the best. Facts. I know, I'm just waiting for the reaction when I send through an update with Rainbow's also glittery. Because you know we're glittering that water as well. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on working on these colouring pages, and I'm gonna aim to, basically at the end of the month, I'm gonna be dropping whatever's finished for that month. So we did start working on a new design last night, which is because there is quite a extensive lore and story to the Garden Glen, which is the world that I made up. So there is quite a few things that are established, and so quite a few pages that are kind of semi-designed in my head, or I've got ideas for. But one of the things is in the middle, there's a big lake, which is the Mermaid Lake. And there's also a octopus that lives at the bottom of this lake as well. And the mermaids dive for pearls and gems and sparkles and treasures, and then they turn those into potions. And also the mermaids have pockets. That's a very important fact. So we started designing the page for that one, and I'm actually I'm really excited about the idea, because what it is rather than just being one regular page, it's actually 3 pages that will line up to go side by side. So you can do it as a big triple, or I'll still have it so that it's just one continual image, but it'll just be a narrower image on your page. So you can choose how to print it, but yeah. So yeah, we started designing that one last night. And that's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow with my day off. Is not work on the octopus one. I'll keep that one for the live. But I've got some other ones that I might just work on offline if I feel up to it. I may also just sleep the whole day away tomorrow. Sometimes you need a sleepy day. So yeah. I hope Shadow's not annoying Mum again. Just turn my phone back onto sound. That's why I was leaving it on sound, so that if the ping went off for a message, I should just really leave a messenger open with her. So yeah, we have to be a little bit more pedantic about making sure Shadows, because Mum is highly allergic to cats, and once again was told, get rid of the cat. But you know, Shadow's so old, we can't do it. It would actually just be cruel to rehome him at this stage. So he's probably only got a couple of years left in him. So yeah. But the one good thing that came out of this whole weekend is that, of course, my mum had to be hospitalised, which means she got hospital food. And a few years ago, I had an accident and tripped over and injured myself and ended up spending 6 weeks in hospital. And because of that, I had to spend 6 weeks eating hospital food. And it was a time. And I complained non-stop about it. And I've spoken of the horrors of hospital food for many a year since that time. And my mum had to try hospital food for the first time. And her face, while having a bite, just made up for everything. I was dying with laughter. And as I said, now I know. The next time that I fall over and end up back in hospital again, I'm going to have food brought to me. Because I won't need to say anything. It won't be me sounding like I'm just whining. It was just the greatest. It was just like such a journey the face went on to. It was like a mouthful of, oh, this is a weird texture. Oh, that's a weird taste. Oh, why is it that? Why is it that? I need to spit this out. I've got to get this out. What's that aftertaste? Oh, it was great. It was absolutely hilarious. So you got to find the small things to enjoy. Yeah. Vindicated. Absolutely vindicated. Do, 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 do. Okay, I'm completely off frame. That's a good job, Amy. Ah. Oh, the allergies tonight. Oh, man. What was that? Sneeze number 6? Thank you. Whew. I was hoping they were starting to settle down, but nope. Okay. I think I'm happy with those leaves. I think maybe just a little bit, no, not purple itself. Where's my navy? Yeah, there. I think we just need a little bit of like a more intense shadow on the ones that are sort of overlapped slightly. And I think we're good to go. Yeah, just a little bit more depth. I'm pretty pleased with that. Like, we've made some good progress tonight. Like, all that's left now is a few of the characters. Like, a few of the animals. The grass is obviously the big one. And, of course, our 3 main characters, so I'm leaving till last. And then a little bit of white paint pen and glitter on the river. So, yeah, I can see it not taking too much longer to finish, but I could probably push myself to go a bit further, but I think I'm starting to feel pretty drained again, and we are still playing catch up after this weekend. So as much as I'd love to sit here and actually finish this tonight, I think we're going to self-care. And, you know, we're going over 3 hours in, which I'm very pleased about. Yeah. I'm really excited to get some more work done on these. So as I said, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I'm going to take the day to catch up on a ton of housework and errands and things around here, and also just have a day to potter and do what I feel like doing and all that sort of stuff. But I can't wait to see what y'all are doing. If you are colouring the page and you want to see me work in progress shots, I would love to see it. But yeah, we will be back for sure on Friday, which I know it's Friday for some of y'all. It's Saturday for me. So Friday, 7 p.m-ish my time. I'll try and remember to schedule that stream ahead of time. And yeah, get that actually scheduled up. We will also be having completed pages coming out this week. So, because of course it's a change of the month, so there'll be a lot of our favorite YouTubers will be releasing their completed pages for the month. So I will get that out soon. I have almost finished editing the challenge video, so it's just trying to get it to be less hours, because it's very, very long. So I'm just trying to figure out what I can chop out, what I can trim up. So yeah, it's taking a while to scrub for all that footage, but we are getting there with the challenge video, so that will come out hopefully very soon. And I think I'm going to put out a video about these pages, so it might be a time lapse for colouring the other one or something, and I'll talk more about the story and stuff like that. So yeah, there should be some videos coming out on the YouTube side as well, which is exciting. So for our YouTube friends, that's where we'll leave you. Shall we see if there's someone to raid on Twitch? Is anyone actually on? Do we have somewhere where we can go? Do I have energy to even go and hang out in somebody's? I don't even have energy, and I don't have anyone on that I would go and raid. Like, Minty's on, but they're playing a game, so... Yeah, I'm just going to call it here. I'm too tired. I'm too tired to go and raid tonight, so we'll end the party here. But yeah, if you haven't already, exclamation code for exclamation free, get those colouring pages, and yeah, thank you again for all your support in this endeavour. And we'll be back on Friday, and we'll probably be working more on our octopus triptych. I think that's what it's called when it's a free panel one. But yeah, we'll be doing a drawing stream because I'll be back on pain meds and we'll be good to be drawing again. So yeah, take care of yourself, and I'll see you when I see you. All the aroha to you. Yeah, all the self-cares.